Hello everybody, this is Skyflight44, aka Zect44, and today I want to do a slight update video, mainly just because I haven't been able to do much of anything in years, and I'm just glad to be back, which I can wholeheartedly say I am glad to be back. Mainly because it's a wonderful way of getting the hell out of reality and just sitting back and being able to have an excuse to play a game or several for days on end because screw working, screw life. And let's just say I'm still working that job that's kept me away for so long, but at least now I should be able to not work management, not have to worry about any of that crap, and just stick with this, at least for the moment. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Well, as you've probably seen if you're actually paying attention, I've kind of started with a couple of different games. The big one being Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Link Evolution, which actually has been getting a lot more attention than I thought it would. I thought I wasn't going to get any attention for that. It is a game I love, and a game I've been playing a lot of. Since August. I've actually played like 150 hours of the game. More than that, to be honest. And, well, I'm going until I complete it. Which may or may not take quite a long time, so with that, soon I'm probably going to be going on a little bit of a hiatus on it, just so I can play something else, and then we'll be going back to it shortly afterwards. But I will 100% go through that entire game. Even if it's gonna be like 100 parts. Or more. Who knows? I'm in no way trying to have that one linger on for longer than it needs to. However, one type of game I haven't been playing recently, and I definitely haven't really got anything recorded, was racing games. That used to be one of the big things I was playing. And I still want that to happen. The only problem is I've been running with less than desirable editing software, and as you can probably guess, that does not make making nicely recorded racing games easy. And thus, I'm still trying to get something decent. I'm just a little bit short on cash. But the first one I want to do is Need for Speed Underground Rivals, considering the fact that I did start that game up and I never completed it. See, granted, I still own the game, but I've been playing a lot of PSP games, especially PSP racing games, on an emulator, because it looks so much better than playing it on my PSP. Like Burnout Legends here. In my opinion, it looks a lot better because I can tweak things, and let's just say, if I said this was originally a PSP game, I highly doubt you would agree with me. But Need for Speed's Underground Rivals should probably take me another week before I can start getting those out. Because I also have to figure out exactly what music I'm replacing the obviously copyrighted music I can't use. I definitely have quite a bit of it. I just have to find out what fits well enough. Outside of that, the main project I wanted to go about doing for YouTube was my Lord of the Rings living card game custom campaign. It's kind of the entire reason why I wanted to come back. I wanted a reason to complete one of those campaigns. And while Legacy of the Duelist has been easy to get through, and hell, even Warlock, which I'll talk about later, was quite fun and just, again, simple to get through. LOTR custom campaigns are a little bit more difficult because, unlike, let's say, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I can, for the most part, ignore the fact that not everybody knows exactly what all these cards do, that isn't something that I can do with the LCG. Mainly due to the fact that, well, as a player base, the amount of people that played Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus the amount of people that played the LOTR LCG is, as you can probably guess, like, in completely different leagues. Like, several leagues apart. And thus I kind of have to at least talk about all of the cards, what they do, and whether or not they're any good. Which is why there's a separate campaign, or a separate playlist outside of the campaign for... We'll just keep this on random. On, what was I talking about? That's why there's a second playlist for all of those videos outside of the campaign, so I don't have to talk about these cards during the campaign videos. And even then, a lot of the campaign videos are very long because the game can be very long. And not to mention, I've had a lot of issues with trying to get it done, considering the fact that, like my last one that I tried to do, my roommate's dog basically screwed it all up by wanting to go under my table, but I have all this expensive computer equipment on top of it, underneath it, and I'm trying to play a game while also thinking, talking, and holding a dog and continuously trying to pry him away from going under my table. And it's like, why are you doing this to me, dog? And it put me in such a bad mood I had to stop it. Which, the only reason why I'm even continuing with the same campaign file is because nothing went wrong in the previous stuff. And so far, nothing has actually gone wrong in my failed attempts to play. So, restarting, though, it, to me, devalues what's supposed to be, or devalues a campaign. I'm going to be getting to some more of that stuff later on, though, today. So hopefully, I'm going to be getting back to that. Outside of that, we have Warlock Master of the Arcane, which was a nice, quick video. Not exactly happy with, like, how little attention's actually been paid to it, but those are the breaks. I'm the one that wanted to play it. I don't really care whether or not anybody wanted to watch it. Again, I'm happy people want to go about watching some of my other stuff, but oh well. It just means I'm probably not going to be playing the second playthrough, the Armageddon mode, so soon. Outside of that, just listening to some Sonic Adventure 2 music while playing Burnout feels so good. Not gonna lie. I screwed that up. But for the most part, that is all I wanted to say. Actually, there is one more thing I wanted to mention. During the time I've been gone, I've been playing a lot of Tabletop Simulator. Tabletop Simulator probably being my favorite game that really isn't a game. And one of the things I've actually done is, though I've not uploaded it, I've actually created a game for it. And that game is a Pokemon deck builder. There is already a few different Pokemon deck builders on Tabletop Simulator, but the one I have, or the one I've made, is basically take the complexity of a TCG and throw it into a deck builder, is the big thing. Especially think of like a real TCG and not just well, that's actually kind of insulting to anybody who plays Pokemon. Think of a real TCG, and then think about what a how you would go about sticking a deck builder into that. And that's kind of what I went about creating. So that's for the most part all I wanted to go about mentioning. I'll probably, after I get version 5 of that deck builder done, I'll probably go about showing you that. But until then, have a nice day, everybody.